Hey everybody, sorry I couldn't be with you today. I was asked if I could give just a brief overview of kind of some of my tactics that I've acquired over the years in the online learning environment that have found to be somewhat successful. So that's right, we're going to talk about online learning. Okay, it's not as daunting as you might seem. So what I have pulled up here is this is a class I'm teaching right now, Advanced Data Visualization, so part of the graduate MS program. And this is just one of the weeks, so this is the template that we've been using for some time now. So real consistent fields the students get incredibly used to. So start every week off with listing what those topics are going to be. That way they know ahead of time. If there's any required reading, this is where it goes. This is the build out for my final project week. So there's no additional reading at this point. We've already finished the textbook by now. But again, give them that layout of what to expect. What are the key objectives for this class period? And then are there any assignments that are due? The other thing I like to do is keep in mind of how much scrolling has to take place in the page. Okay, so I like to provide my students with a ton of supporting documentation in this area of study. There's all kinds of supporting information. I could easily give them 20 links a class period. So as what I do is I put them in a folder. Every week I title that supporting link so it's really clear. So then if we link to that page, I'm still doing some work on this given week. We won't meet we're still 2.5 weeks out. So this will probably grow with about 8 to 10 more links by the time we actually meet in class on week 8. But I put a web link out here, give a descriptive title, and then also give kind of a subtitle so they have a really good idea of what they're about to click on. Makes it real easy for them to see. The other thing that I've got out here that I do every week is I provide a thread for questions and answers. So given the technical nature of this class, students always have questions around things. Oftentimes I find I'm answering the same question over and over again in private email threads. So I tell students, unless you're messaging me something personal or private, do me a favor, throw it out here on the Q&A. I also challenge students to try and answer other students' technical questions. So that works really well. It's a consistent thing they get used to seeing every week. Last, one thing I've been doing for a couple years now is I know we do the course surveys. We get some positive feedback from those. I like to give the students another opportunity as well. So I put a discussion thread out here, and as you can see, I'm just asking them, do you have any closing thoughts? Are there any technologies or techniques that I could have shown you? How can we improve the course? The other thing I do is in Blackboard for this discussion, particular thread, I give them the option to be anonymous. So if they want to blast me on something, they can kind of hide behind that cloak of invisibility. This week, since it's the final week, I also introduced the final project to them. I will spend class time talking about this, but this is already live for them to see. So I've got a final project overview where this is a screencast video of me giving an overview of it. It's all out here, all of the expectations. They know how many points it's worth. The other thing that I have available to them that they can see ahead of time, and by week 8 they're very conditioned to this, is they're given a rubric. So if I pop this rubric open, they know up front they're evaluated on these 5 components. These are the same 5 things I assess them on throughout the entire semester. So by now they're very used to it. They know how it works. They've got a comfort level with it. They see this on the front end. The other piece that makes this really nice is when you have a rubric built in like this, it makes grading incredibly simple. So pretty easy to use. So again, that's kind of the consistent layout I use for every class. I've gotten a lot of success with that. So hit me up if you have questions. I'm definitely interested in suggestions you have to make this beneficial for you.